have some fun, learn some tips, and join me in practicing some calligraphy writing while we stay home and we stay safe. Hi everyone, my name is T from Brimbank Library in Sunshine. Welcome to Kids Activity Zone. Today we're going to learn some tips on calligraphy. Come and join me, it'll be lots of fun. Are you ready to start? Let's get going! Okay, so first we need some ink. We need also some water, a plate or dish to put your ink on, and paintbrushes. So I've got one with a round fine tip and a flat brush end, and also some paper. Alright, using a round brush, I'm going to dip some ink into it. Now this brush has a fine tip, so we're just going to draw some lines down. So you've noticed that if I push really hard down and then lift it up, you're going to create different strokes. Depending on the pressure that you put on your brush, you're going to get different strokes. So the harder you push down on your paintbrush, the thicker your line will be, and as you lift up, it becomes thinner. So you can create different line thicknesses as you put pressure on your paintbrush. Alright, so let's get some more ink onto our paintbrush and let's try again, shall we? So the more pressure you put onto your brush, the thicker your line will be. And then if you put more pressure and lift it up slowly, you can start to create some letters, like the letter U here. So as you push down onto your paintbrush and lift up, and then push down and lift up again, you create different strokes in your lettering. Okay, so now I'm going to swap over to another paintbrush. So this one's going to be a flat paintbrush. Dipping my paintbrush into some ink, I'm going to draw just a line across. Yep. Now I'm holding my paintbrush in a certain way, so if I keep that same position pushed down, I get a thinner line. And depending on how much pressure I put on that paintbrush, there we go, I get thickness of lines too. Now with this paintbrush, it's a little bit different to the round tip. So if you use it on an angle and push down and lift up, you create a totally different line. There we go, we've done a little T. Let's try and draw the letter S. So using that same position of the paintbrush, pushing down and creating the S shape. It's a little difficult, but that's why we keep practicing. Okay, so again, let's see if we can draw the letter O. Same position and just moving it around. There you go. And let's make some squiggle lines. And you notice that when you squiggle this, lifting up and down, you get different lines compared to the first brush that we had used. There you go. Awesome. Alright, let's add some ink into our palette and a bit of water too. So I'm mixing my black ink with some water just to dilute it and make it a softer black. So you can add water into your ink to make it lighter, make it a little bit of a grey or transparent sort of colour. Alright, so if you notice that I'm holding my paintbrush in a certain angle and then just going over it again if I need to. And just using my other hand to stabilize my paper. So just keep practicing writing the letters, and if you make any mistakes, that's okay. We'll just try again. We just have to stay positive. Okay, so I'm going to swap brushes over and I'm going to use my round brush with the fine tip at the end. So if you notice that already, you can see that it's different, and also the style of my writing slightly changes now. So if you need to, you can just go over it again and make sure you like the shape of your lettering. So notice that I put pressure onto my paintbrush to create thick lines, and then lifting it up, to create a softer, thinner line. And then just trying to go through as smoothly as possible in one stroke. And if you don't do it all in one stroke, it's okay. You can go over it again and perfect it as you go along. So it's all about practicing, and practice does make perfect. So have fun with this, enjoy it, and just create your own sunshine during this pandemic time. Okay, let's practice again. And I'm trying to put some ink onto my paintbrush, but if it does seem like it's dry, just keep re-dipping before you start another letter. So you can do letter by letter rather than just write the whole word out. And then you can go over it again if you need to. So if the paint looks dry, just re-dip or add a little bit more water into it. Now you can add little fancy bits into it too, fixing it up and adding extra lines around certain letters, just to create something a little bit extra. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you had fun. I would love to see your calligraphy work, so if you can, share it on our Facebook or Instagram page, and remember to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos to come. I'll see you next time. Bye!